We've now been on this little section for about 4 or 5 hours. Like, there better be a bloody oasis at the end of this with some
magical beach,
some mermaids and... That wasn't a lick at all.
That was a lick.
Just as it's going down. Right now we are literally stuck between sand dunes, scrub, with no way out. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode, guys. If you've just tuned in, we are currently on the lap of Australia in the Land Cruiser. My name's Matt and Jess is normally here, but we're going to ring in.
Me. So I've come down to join Matt across the south coast of Australia here to this is my first time.
First time, so it's good, mate. We're actually running across the Eyre Peninsula at the moment. If you've just tuned in, make sure you go check out the other episodes and it will all make sense. But we've just pulled up in a little town called Panong. Panong, yep. We may be saying it wrong. They actually have Australia's biggest windmill, which is the big comet just behind me in the background here. So yeah. we got a little bit of exploring to do around here. We've got a pink lake to find.
Yep, pink lake.
Couple of drone shots.
I think. Yeah, that'd be a good drone shot. Yeah, definitely.
And then we're going to find somewhere to pull up for the night as we fish. Yeah, we need to get a few more fish. So yep. Look, if you have just joined us, make sure you like, subscribe. If this content's for you, this is going to be a fun little app. Let's get into it. Woo!
I can't see any signs saying don't climb, but I wouldn't necessarily advise it.
Oh, Jesus.
Because it is windy and there's no rails or anything, so
it's good.
You step
I love
back.
It. You're actually allowed to do something for a change. We're about to, we've just taken a turn off to head down to McDonald Lake. Should have read the sign properly.
Pink Lake.
Pink Lake. It's a pink lake in South Australia where everyone gets these epic bloody photos.
The old classic Instagram drone shot.
We'll throw the drone up momentarily and you'll be able to check it out. Luckily the sky looks nice and blue today, so
sun's out.
We'll see if it's all cracked up to be, or we'll see if you just got to edit the buggery out of it. Righto, we're just driving down towards this lake now, and we're just on our right at the moment is actually the pink lake, and you can see where the pink coloration comes from. The cool thing is like a road that runs down the centre.
Straight down the centre.
And
blue one side, pink the other.
Blue one side, pink the other.
It's
pretty wild. It's pretty cool. I have no idea why one side's different to the other. I think it's like a dam and that's all the salt build-up. Oh, you know, that's pink.
That is pink. Oh,
everyone just stops in the middle of the road.
There's like 40 people in the middle of the road. Like it's a pretty cool sight to see if you're down here.
All right, what are the odds of you licking the water?
2 to 1. 2 to 1.
Ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, 2. Does it mean I have to do it?
That means you have to do it, brother.
Oh. That didn't go well. That did not go well at all.
Matt has just lost in what are the odds? I gave him a fair good chance too, but now it's his chance to lick up some salt.
Look at the build-up. Oh, I won't mind that. I'll get in nice and deep for it, eh?
Oh, you get in there.
That wasn't a lick at all.
That was a lick.
Make it look like you mean it.
I've said, don't you dare. Does it taste salty?
Tastes like salt.
It smells funny though. It smells well, look how pink it is. I don't know if you can see that in that colour there. That is actually very pink. That's the build-up of salt that makes it go pink, right?
I guess this is where you come and get your Himalayan rock salt from. I'm going to fill me pockets. We'll let it dry
Yeah,
out. We'll have it
fill up the salt shaker.
have it on fish tonight.
That's a good idea. We'll fill up the salt shakers with natural. Make sure there's nothing bad in here though. It looks like there's a pelican over there floating. That's probably not. That's probably not.
Fowlers Bay, I'll tell you what.
Neat little town, isn't it?
We've just driven in, and as you come in, you just see this bloody huge amount of sand dunes. It's
Right in the middle of the town, all you can see the backdrop is just giant sand dunes.
Like,
Look, people surfing down there. Look at that.
it's insane.
That's wicked.
Oh, they're
Yeah, surfing like on a. Looks like he's on. Seriously, they're on like snowboards.
This is a crazy little town. This is completely different to anywhere else, really.
It looks too old to be a town.
There's a caravan park.
There we go.
Fowlers Bay Caravan Park.
All right.
And that's it. That's
epic.
the town. One street. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. That'll do. That's it. That's the town.
Done. We're at the
We
end.
turned the GoPro on at the start,
And now
we're at the end. Come on, sweetheart.
Let's go. I want to go to those sand dunes straight away.
I don't even know if we're going to be able to get a caravan spot. We've got to stay in the caravan park tonight, right? Campsite 11. We just found out you can get out into the back, head out to like Scott's Beach and some other places. Not sure if you can tow a van out there.
They recommended don't go by yourself unless you've got an air compressor. Do you have an air compressor in your car?
Yeah.
And maxi tracks?
Yeah.
Right. And they said you have to have four-wheel drive experience. Do you
Nah.
have? No. Well, we're out then.
Yeah. We were thinking about it. We probably have half a clue about forward driving, so
That was the question we were asked. Do we know anything about forward driving? So
we looked at the bloody, we looked at Google. It looks magic out there. I don't know if we can get the van, but we're going to give it a red hot crack. So we may have just paid for a campsite we're not even going to use, but
or we may not make it back because we're stuck on the
we may not make it back. But if we don't make it back, at least we'll be bogged with a caravan. So.
We'll be stuck together.
Yes. Perfect. This place is insane.
To think that we were going to spend 35 bucks to stay in a caravan park.
Well, we spent 35 bucks.
Well, we did
We're
actually.
not staying there.
Have a look at this. Ready? I'll turn it around. Have a look.
We're on the edge of the world. Oh my God, this place is just insane. We've come up with the sun just as it's going down. This sand dunes in the background. Oh. How's this for a campsite?
Oh, amazing.
Nav's already in the
Amazing.
fridge.
Well, I'm getting dinner ready. Someone's got to cook around here. I'm bloody starving.
Have a look at this, ready? Have a look at this. Turn it around.
Turn it
got-
around.
Actually, I'll keep it a secret a bit longer. We've got the van right here. Coming around. Look at that.
Tacos?
You are joking. Yes, tacos for
Fish
dinner.
tacos.
And we've got our own little fireplace here. Woo! This place is on a whole nother level. All right, dinner time. As the sky is just lighting up, you can see the color here. Everything's just going this beautiful pink. Chef Nav, what are we going?
So we got fish tacos today from the fish that Matt actually speared this one. It's the banded morwong. Actually tastes pretty good. So we're going to fry it up in a bit of taco seasoning and then go to town on those tacos.
Oh, yes we are. Oh, honestly, I know I've had a fair carry on this afternoon, but this place is just sick.
It's going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to see the sunrise.
Awesome.
We'll get up daylight.
Yeah, we've positioned ourselves in the perfect spot to get that sunrise too, eh?
Yeah, it's going to come straight over that mountain, over that headland there. It'll be amazing.
And we're not getting blown away by wind.
We're protected by the sand dunes from behind us. Bloody amazing.
Yes, this shit-eating grin will be here all night.
Proved a big thing down, but it's good to go.
Oh,
There you
you're
go.
joking.
Coffee with a smile.
Get yourself a nav. Get a good navvy like mine. He doesn't know his left from right, but cooks dinner and makes coffee, so that'll do.
That'll do.
We've just woke up in our beautiful little slice of paradise this morning. Not a soul on the beach. I've worked up a little bit of a dad bod over the last couple months, so took my fat ass for a run. Me and Navi went for a little bit of exercise.
Yep.
Which was
Matty made it
something
all
different.
300 metres down the beach, and I had to drag him back.
Oh, so today, what are we doing today, boss?
We're going to pack up from here, go to the caravan park, do some washing.
That's not bad, eh?
It is the full cream milk, see? That's what you got to use, full cream milk. Then we're going to go
Quick bit of washing.
head west. Matt reckons he's going to surf one of these giant waves out here. Who wants to see that?
It's a bit cold. We'll see how we go. If we can find a surf beach, I haven't even got the bloody boards off the roof yet.
Oh no.
How bad's that? What a waste of weight. See how we go. See how far west we make it today.
No, very short.
All right, we're just trying to we decided not to head back in town and do washing because we can keep following this headland around. We've just come up to a salt flat. Well, yeah.
Literally, there's water on the salt
Water on here. So we might have to get out and have a look. We're about 7 tons, so
I'll go do a walk.
let's have a look.
See what happens.
Probably the smarter option.
Probably smarter option. Should be right, wing it.
Should be right. Up for a little walk. We're doing the responsible thing since we are heavy. Have a look at this salt pan.
It's pretty.
So all that's water, and you can see here where other cars have come out. As soon as you break that crust, boom.
Okay, down. Yeah, no.
So you got to be really careful out here, especially when you're sort of traveling solo. Realistically, this isn't a place you'd bring a caravan, but we'll see how we go.
You're Matt.
But I'm not real bright. This is actually,
Not too bad.
so this is actually firm underfoot.
Front wheels and brakes might
Some
break it.
9 times out of 10, try and stay on the main road. No, truly.
That's true. No, I agree absolutely.
Because
Spot on.
if you have a look here, I'll show you. This is the main road, and you see people have got a little bit scared and tried to create their own track. And this is where no one's driven before, and it's always a lot softer. And that's why they've nearly bogged down. So I reckon we'll be okay. We'll just come through here at a rate of knots.
Absolutely.
See, either side of the track, you
see where
sink.
it's sunk, yeah. She's painted the caravan with the new colours. But it's better than being stuck in the mud.
oh well.
Right,
Next
next up. So we've made the call. Matt is just letting the air down. We could be travelling up to about 100 k's along the coast without actually hitting the highway, unless of course we need to get fuel. But at this point, it looks like it goes a long way along the edge.
We haven't spoken to anyone about this track at all.
No,
No
split
one's
decision.
told us whether it's doable. We don't know whether it's like real soft salt pans. I can assure you there is no bastard out here either. So
Because look at that, it's just
I don't
salt.
know if this is the best decision, but it'll definitely be an adventure.
A good little mission, anyway.
A bit of a mission. I'm not letting bucket loads out. Most of this is pretty flat, but it's a fair bit of rocky country, so it always pays just to look after your tyres a little bit. The back I've only dropped to 35 because I'm quite heavy. That actually does bag them out. The front, we'll have a look, but maybe 25, maybe somewhere there. Just makes it a little bit of a softer ride, and your tyres will just roll over those rocks a little bit better. And if you do get a sharp edge, you're less inclined to sort of puncture a tyre, you know. pulled up on the side of the road here, seen this massive hole. Looks like a wombat hole. What do you reckon, wombat?
Yeah, definitely wombat. There's little tracks on the ground. You can see his little footprints.
We'll show you.
As you see, it's pretty fresh in there, which means he would have been coming there this morning at some point. Jeez, it goes a long way, bro. Yeah, 100 metres in there. That's wicked. Imagine if you come out and scary wombat.
Just a little bit further along this track here, and we've seen a few other holes, and then we've actually found one.
This is a warren that's collapsed, so you can see it's got quite a few entrances to this thing, which is interesting.
This will give you an idea of what it will actually look like
if you could
if you were to keep going through that hole. So check this out. So this would have been the original hole here, and you see they dig down about that far, and then have a go at this.
There's still a hole down there, man. Look at the size.
Look at that. Yeah. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sort of exit holes.
Actually, wombats have square droppings, so it might be, because look at those square droppings.
So does that keep going down further?
Yeah, it goes down.
Let us know in the comments. Hopefully we'll find out.
Yeah, good to know. Like
before we get to the end of this track, and we can let you guys know. But seeing the bones has thrown us off a little bit.
There's little bones. Something was here using this warren as a home, like a fox or a dingo or something, and it's or a kangaroo's died. But these are very small, so it's not even a kangaroo bone. It's a little wallaby or something.
Could be a little wallaby. Maybe it collapsed on top of the wallaby. Wallabies don't dig stuff like this.
No, they don't dig holes like that. No.
That thing there
goes.
It
goes about 3 meters that I can see that way, and about 2.5 meters. There's a long way. It pretty much from here goes on a slope straight down, and then looks like it turns a corner. So
massive.
I don't know what else would dig that other than a wombat.
Well, I got a feeling I'm going to see a few more. So with a bit of luck, we might see one crossing the road or something.
I don't know about this time of the morning. Hopefully.
We'll see what we can find, because right now we are in the middle of just about nowhere. It's actually unreal out here, and this is your best chance to see a lot more wildlife, because it's a lot less travelled road. So
probably the bones of the last person that tried to have a look.
Yeah, the last bloke that looked in that hole. What it was actually, it was a dad, and he shoved his kid down in the hole and said, "How far can you see?" And then just that was the end of that, really. So this conservation road we're on, probably a no-go for a caravan, fine for camper trailers. Camper trailers and, you know, your small hybrids. If you've got a pop top, it'd be just. Lucky on top of mine there's an aluminium boat, so it's just sort of taking the branches and the trees. It's very low.
It's tiny.
It's not very well driven, this track.
I'm gonna have to grab that branch.
Monster. Lift it up. Well, yeah, they're good. You're good. That is. It's getting
going anywhere.
crazy overgrown. This would be tough enough in a car, but we got the van on the back, which is proving to be a little bit tougher. We just found a dead end,
yes.
that's
never a good.
concerning.
It's very concerning when you can't turn around. There's nowhere to turn around.
Nowhere to turn around, and we've been coming in for hours. So
we've done 40 k's in the last 4 hours, basically.
We just went for a little walk on foot. I found one track that goes somewhere.
So let's see where it goes.
See where it goes.
Have a look. That's better.
God, I hope this is the right road. We've sort of gone off our map now, and we're
not going to be able to turn around anywhere once past this point. So unless we start,
it's just a sand blow. We're heading into the dunes. This is not it.
It's not good. It continues along the edge of that sand dune, I reckon. Otherwise we get out and walk it.
Look at these little footprints. What do you reckon these are?
Fox or dingo, eh?
So because this is on the edge of these huge sand dunes, this sand just keeps blowing over. Made all this tight and really off camber, but I'm pretty certain this is our only way out. Who would have thought we could be this lost?
Good.
Then we've got a nice little tight corner. Oh, Jesus. Have a go at it. I've started to bury. The caravan is about to go back into a tree. Oh shit. Yeah. Alright, so I can't go backwards.
Forward's the only option.
Forward's the only option.
Forward, we've got to go.
So time to dump a heap of air out of these tyres.
Alright, here we go.
Well, I didn't get very far. This sand is so soft. I'm now bogged. The adventure continues.
All right. Let's go.
It's like powder.
It is. It's in the middle of the day, makes it the worst, doesn't it?
So right now we really are in the middle of absolutely nowhere. No one knows we're here. There's no phone reception. And it's bloody hot, believe it or not. It's been cold for the last couple of days, but it's hot. So
and there's no breeze because of the sand dunes.
No breeze. So when you get in this sort of situation, just relax, chill out. You know, it's a pain in the ass having to pump tyres up and down, but I'm going to drop these down even lower. We've got the max tracks under all wheels, and if we have to, we'll just slowly go one max tracks at a time. So no need to rush or run around, just nice and easy.
Conserve your energy.
And don't be afraid, like if we don't get out this time, I'll be dropping these tyres even lower, you know, just, you can drop them down to 12 pound without any dramas, 10 if you need to. You just got to be more cautious, that's all.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Yes. Up the next one. Oh. Yes, made it. Oh, that was good. You did it.
Yeah.
Look at those tyres though, they are flat. What did we let them down to?
I ended up with like 15 pound in them. Oh, which is not that low, but with that much weight, it's pretty low. So
proves it works.
Let the air out, that was good. All right. What's our next challenge?
We've got to get around that corner down there that's got those two trees.
Yeah. No one's driven this in quite a long time.
In about an hour or so.
Yeah, it's going to take a while. As you can see, it's like this. It's just all dead stuff that just really destroys cars. Oh well, at least the next bloke's going to thank us.
He's going to love this track.
Whoever drives this track next, you are welcome. Feel free to send us a carton of beer. Getting there, we got out of the sand, and then we're so tight. We've just had to trim up a couple of
50 metres in the last hour.
Couple of dead trees, and yeah, 50 metres in an hour. So fingers crossed we're almost out. But I reckon that next corner looks even worse than this one, mate. We've basically been following the very edge of these huge sand dunes. So I went up for a look. It's absolutely insane. So I'm going to take Navsy up now for a look. We'll throw the drone up. It's pretty impressive.
Look at this. This is top. These trees have just been buried as this sand dune's slowly creeping along.
The wind is just consistently blowing the sand this way, and as you come up the top here, you can see that trees. You can just see the top of them sticking out.
Yeah, that's the top of a tree, of a gum or eucalypt tree. That's the top of it.
Ew.
Wow. How crazy is it to think that all these dead sticks here were the tops of trees of that forest or that reserve?
This truck will be gone by within the next 12 months, I reckon.
That's it, you won't be able to cross it.
You won't be able to come through.
Just be covered in sand.
Which is good. Congratulations.
You won't have to deal with it. Well, that was a nice little distraction from the mission we still have in front of us to get out.
So now we just gotta, hopefully there's enough charge in these batteries. Throw a battery in, otherwise we're on the axe. We got another hour of hard slogging and hopefully then we are good to go. It's 20 to 5. Jesus. We've now been on this little section for about 4 or 5 hours.
Almost 5 hours.
Probably 5 hours since we left the main track.
Have we made a K yet?
No.
I don't think we've made a kilometre.
But we just had a bit of a look. We've probably got 2 big jobs left to do. And we're 200 metres from being out.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, this is the shit you don't see is 5 hours on one track. Worst part is, like, there better be a bloody oasis at the end of this with some
magical beach,
some mermaids, and
please be mermaids.
Please be mermaids. Please be a bloody your mate's stand with cold Larrys on ice.
Stop it.
I think I'm gonna have to get a beer out of the fridge soon. Anyway.
Anyway, that might just be the way to go.
I think
lift the spirits up.
Lift the spirits. Actually, I'm calling it. We're gonna have one beer right now, just to raise the spirits.
Done.
Turns out we drank all of your mates yesterday. So, Northerns it is, but...
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. You just got to inch by inch and have a breather. Go again.
Take every win while you can and don't get too upset.
Oh my God.
Yes. Done.
Oh my God.
We literally, that last 50 metres, we had to make a complete new track so we could get out.
We just got the winch out and just started hauling. Have a look at this. The sun set around us. We started this track around
11:30.
11:30. We got to the real tight bit where we probably should have turned around, but it would have been like, what, shit, 4 hours back.
The same thing, it just would have been, on corrugated stuff.
So we thought we'd push through and it'd open up. What's the time?
It's now 20 past 6.
At least 6 hours of just, mate, we're cut, we're bleeding, we've got Nav's got all his shoulders all bloody torn apart. The legs are torn to pieces. That sucked. Look at my poor van and car.
Do not do that. Oh no.
Oh my God, have a look at it. The poor vision. Alright, well it's official. We are out. We're finally on a road we haven't been on before. We basically did a
massive loop.
15-20 kilometre loop. That's it. It took us 8 hours.
That's a shocker.
But we're out. Now look, we're on a dirt road. We're heading up back towards the main highway. And we've just seen 6 big roos. One come out. The bull bar kissed his tail.
That was lucky.
That was lucky. I got on the brakes quick enough. Big reds too. He was higher than the bonnet.
So good to see them, especially because you don't see them up north. Not in Queensland and not where I come from. No. So it's strange seeing things small, bigger than wallabies, up and across the road. And this is a 4-inch lifted 35 Land Cruiser, and it was above the bonnet. It would have left a dent. And then 2 minutes after we see the roos, Wombat, you yelled at possum.
I was like, it's possum!
I was like, what? That's huge, possum.
I knew it was a bloody wombat.
If it's a possum, I wouldn't have got out the car if it was that big.
And I'm so bloody tired that I just like, possum! I knew it was a wombat.
Huge.
Glad we got to see that.
That proves that all those holes we saw at the start of the day, where those warrens, are actually wombat. There you go.
A bit of excitement, it's woken us up.
We were just talking about it, like we have to Google to see if wombats make it this far across, but they do.
Unreal. Oh, let's see what else we can see.
See if we can get to the pub before any drama happens.
We are praying, fingers crossed that they're still cooking. But I think
it's a small town.
Oh, what's that?
Rabbit. Yum.
It's all going on.
Rabbits.
We've seen more wildlife in bloody 10 minutes on the road at night than we have the whole day.
We only went 20 metres today though, so.
Jesus. Alright, on the blacktop.
On the blacktop.
Jeez, it actually feels good to be back on the blacktop. So look, last night we had a crack. We went down to the pub. It was closed. Once we realised it was closed, spirits
looked like it was just a brick wall off room that no one home.
Might have been shut for a while. So the old spirits were pretty low after that. We forgot to film anything, but we ended up just finding a little roadside camp. Woke up this morning. We've pumped all the tyres back up to road pressure. We're on the road. We're heading west.
West as far as we can get. Put some miles on the.
I don't know if we'll get across the border today, but we'll be bloody close, I'd say.
We're going to have to pull up and do our G2G passes anyway, so.
Yeah, get a couple of passes to go into WA, and we'll be right, so. And
then go see some giant cliffs.
Fingers crossed today we have a little bit more successful day than yesterday. See a few more things, cover a few more kilometres.
Righto, Nullarbor Roadhouse. Didn't know this, but apparently there's a giant whale there. Maybe it's the Roadhouse of giant whales. Not this one, the one that's over there.
I'll tell you what, this is where the old long-range tanks come in handy. We're going to fill up as much as we can here, even though it's $1.90 a litre. The next town, Eucla, however you say it.
Eucla.
Apparently someone down there put unleaded in the diesel tank, and heaps of cars have had massive dramas, obviously. So the old Brown Davis tanks are going to get filled to the brim. I'm just going to keep tapping it. Hopefully we have enough to bypass that servo. Pretty wild.
There you go. Another little thing is not only do you find some pretty cool characters out here in the Nullarbor Plains, you got some pretty cool little vehicles that decide to go travelling around Australia. Just have a look at this one here. Look at that Dodge. What a beautiful vehicle. Wow. Properly set up. Hey little buddy, a couple of little dogs there. A nice little boat. What a setup.
Along the Nullarbor, we're probably about 3 odd hours into it. The scenery is exactly the same as it was 3 hours ago.
It doesn't change much, but it gives you a pretty good understanding of how much space Australia has. Like
massive.
You don't see houses, you don't see anything. Nobody lives out here for hundreds of kilometres.
I'll tell you the one downside of this is it's not like epic road houses. It's not something to get excited about. So
that's what we're going to do next.
Nav and I are going to open up the Nullarbor pub. It's going to have a big campground out the back.
Water slides.
Iconic memorabilia, like all the old
wind pumps,
busted hotel or busted houses. And we'll use parts of that to build a iconic old school looking pub. And there'll be mermaids out the back.
Mermaids out the back in the water slide?
In the water slides. What do you reckon? Let us know in the comments.
I reckon it's a great idea. Imagine how many people would stop. We've got nothing out here for hundreds of k's. And
if someone knows someone that has land along the Nullarbor, please let us know in the comments.
Next Las Vegas.
Alright, well we found a little spot on the side of the road. We just pulled off, got far enough away, we won't hear any cars or traffic.
Hopefully not. Won't be able to hear you, hopefully.
Can still hear cars, but not too much. So here's a bit of squid I just chopped up.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries.
A bit of squid Nav chopped up. So we just...
I also caught it as well. So.
Oh,
Here.
jeez.
Matt, I think Matt got one.
There's footage of
Matt
me
may have got the...
catching.
You got the first one. Wait,
I
the
got
first one was on my line.
The first 7.
Here we go.
What are you
This
on
is going to
about?
be a never-ending argument.
So, bit of oil in the pan, bit of this. We got a bit of the salt and pepper coating mix. Squid and... I think we're just going to have squid.
Just squid.
Just squid.
You want
Just
corn?
sit there and just eat squid for days.
I'm happy with squid.
Stoked.
Anyway, this will be us for tonight, eh?
See you in the morning. We got the 90-mile stretch to go. It's just ahead of us.
Yeah.
Straightest road in Australia. First thing tomorrow morning.